we go.
Hello everyone, this is John with Money on the Floor Currency Trader. We're on the weekend, or just going over the charts, taking a look, see what happened over the day. It's pretty, on Friday. So we did have this gigantic move up and came out of nowhere. But the question is, did it come out of nowhere? Actually, no, it did not come out of nowhere. It never comes out of nowhere. It did surprise us. We didn't think it was going to go that high. I mean, if the only trend line I can see on here, because normally when we come here to get trend lines, I always come in here to try to see, maybe go from wick to wick and see if we can get an area where we can go to, and I don't really see anything there. So we'll just run through the trend lines real quick. We got another one back here. Maybe we go to that one over here. Maybe that one right there looks really good. And just to see, we got one down here at the bottom. We come off of that one, go to that one, gives us another one right there. And then the only other one I can see is to come off that same one at the bottom right here, the one next to it right there, and go off of maybe that one or this one, probably that one right there. And that one did kind of catch it. Now, there was nothing up here at the top because this is higher than we've been for a long time. Even if you go up to a monthly chart, you won't see anything. You will see a triple top somewhere in here. So it really was nothing there. So the only thing we could do is wait for something to give us indications that it was going to come down, which is right now we have a triangle. So we do have a triangle here, which is good. We can mark that real quick. And we're going to see which way this triangle breaks. This is normally a continuation triangle to go to the upside, but sometimes if we have strong resistance up here and it can't go down, which left on the monthly chart, you do have triple tops. And then this might be going down. Now if it goes down, it's going to break this trend line. And once it breaks this one, it's going to go to this one. Once it breaks that one, it's going to go to this one. And if you're looking for another one, we got one probably right over here. Come off this same one here, just go to a lower trend line, probably right there. And if you want another one, come off that same trend line even, right here, and go to the bottom trend line. So it gives you an area of support and resistance you can trade to, which is a good thing to know because you want to get as much money as you can. So if you break this trend line, you're going to that one, this one to that one, this one to that one, this one to that one. The other way is to use structure at the bottom, right here. Now remember, anytime we leave structure, we always come back to structure, and we did not come back to this one. It came down as low as this point, which is this one structure above it. Still has to come down here. There's money still left on the table. The big banks left money down here, so do believe they will come down here eventually. So when you see them start to come down and they get about halfway, trust me, they're going to come down and get that money. They always do. So that's one thing we're looking at. So as far as coming back down to the bottom, but we were talking about, was this all foreseeable? That's the question, and that's usually a big deal. So let me clean up my chart here real quick. Go to templates, go down here. Oh, why aren't you going down? I don't know what it's doing. It's got a mind of its own. Let me try again. Maybe I'm too fast for it. There we go. There's what I'm looking for right there. It takes me to default number 2, which is a naked chart. So now we're back on a naked chart. And the question I have to everybody, was this foreseen? Now, we weren't really looking for it at the time, but yes, it was foreseen. I was actually looking for a different trade at the time. Let me see here. Let's see where we are. Let's bring this over. I was looking for this trade right here. And basically, we had saw this movement up. And remember, it came up here and it moved up, and then it came back down. So it did the same thing here. Moved up, came down deeper, moved up, came down deeper. So I was thinking it was going to move up, make a double top, and then come down deeper. Now we did hit the first take profit, which was great, but it did not go any deeper. And this is what sometimes the market already knows what we're trying to do, because it gives us signs that we follow, and then they attack us with the opposite information, which is unfortunately the way it works. Let me close that out. Take this out of here. Whoop. If I can get it out of here. There we go. So now that was the move up. Now, was that foreseen? That is the problem. So that is what I'm trying to show everybody that it was. So I do not have my pen. I thought I had my pen here. Let me grab that real quick. My fault. Thought I'd already grabbed it. There we go. It's on its way, my epic pen. So anyway, we had this big move up, and then we have a flattened out area. And remember, waiting to see if that's going to continue or go down. And that's really what we're waiting to see. Right now I'm waiting for my pen so we can go over what we're looking at. I see it's trying hard. Trying hard and doing it, it's two different things. So come on, there you go. Threw it down here at the weird spot, but that's all right. So now I got my pen, so now we can go over this. So let's go over this back to back. So let's go over here. We actually had an M back here, and then what an M does is overextends right here, and then it came back up to retest this area, and then it drops. Then after that, it finishes up and goes somewhere else later on, which is basically having an morning star and went back up, which is great. Then it gave us another M. Okay, so it keeps giving us M's. Then it came back down, went back up here to retest, which is very standard, and then it dropped. Went down so far. And then it shot back up, shot back down, and then from there it launched and took off. So now the question is, was this foreseeable? Could we have found a way? We were actually trading this down, trying to get our money, which we did. We got part of it we saw on there, but then it took off on us. So could we have seen this if we were watching it? So let's clean this up real quick. So basically, what do we have over here now? We have a couple of different things, and that's something we'll have to look at. So we got this big M right here. We got a big M, and we're looking for the M to come back down, and then the M comes back up to this point. Remember, and then from here, and you see there's so much stuff on the chart, and it tried to go down, but then remember what an M does is it can either go either direction after this point. This is basically showing us this would be value right here. So this is going to be value. So we got buyers and sellers on both sides, and what happens is the buyers took off with it. So it took off, came back to retest a little bit, and it was gone. So that's what happened with the M, and that was foreseeable because that's what an M does. So we do have that aspect of it. And then it's another thing in here, we actually have a W in here, so that even makes it kind of crazier. So we got this W right here, and then it actually overextended, came back to retest, but then it blew right past it. So it blew out the W down to here, and that's where it made the other M. So, and then from there we had the other M, which took off. And there's no other candle formation, nothing else in here to trigger it, except it was by itself. The only thing, it did come down to the structure, but nobody would have caught that. That would be too hard to catch. The idea is being foreseeable. And the only thing I can see is that if we treated this whole thing like an M, and then we're looking for it to come back up, retest this area, and once it blew it to the upside and it blew up that point, we already know if it goes past here, it's gone, right? That's triangle. So if it goes past that, it's gone. And that's what it did. So right there, you should have been able to take a buy trade and nail that whole trade. I was just taking my sell trade. I was basically done for the day anyway. I took some profit, and then I put it on a trailing stop, and then it took off and took out the rest of it. But I did get some money on it. But everybody else got nailed on this, which is very bad if you weren't paying attention to what was here. So what I'm trying to say is if you didn't understand what had happened here, you need more education. So it's not to pick on you. We all do. Even see, I educate myself every day by teaching. So by teaching this, I'm making sure that it's stuck in my head, so I keep doing a good job. It's keeping me sharp, keeping my skills sharp. But if you still need these skills, education is what you need. Now, it doesn't have to be from me. I do offer education, but it can be from anybody as long as they're a reputable place that you like and you trust and you can get information. That is what you need to do. So it's very important. So let's see. So that's basically all we got right now. We're waiting a triangle, waiting to see what happens on Monday, and that'll be very exciting. So, but if you're looking for education, just remember, just got to plug myself anyway. It's still on sale. I'm probably going to run it on sale for another week. So it's $800 for the boot camp, which takes you from a basic trader all the way to advanced. The only difference between this one and the advanced training is this one here, you're left alone to trade by yourself unless you come into the room, get the room and trade with me, and then you can go over all the stuff that you learned, but it's on your own. The Elite Trader Transformation, that one I actually take you by the hand and we go over everything. So it's a little bit better, but if you're looking for a discount and you're trying to get to where you can pass a prop firm, that you can make money in the markets, when you can foresee these problems that happen in the market, that's what's going to do it. And then we also have a room where I trade in the morning, which is the New York room. I trade the Asia room. I trade the London room. So I trade all three. I'm always trading. That's why I can kind of see what's going on and learn from this. You know, and we're human. We make mistakes. That's part of the game, and they take advantage of it. So the more educated you are, the better off you are. So hopefully you got some understanding out of this. And there is lots of stuff on the internet. Don't get me wrong. You can go on the internet and learn all this stuff too. That's fine. But I'm just trying to tell you, if you want to get educated, you're going to have to get education. Because the one who wins, the one who takes the money, is the one that has more education. And that's all there is to it. Or time in the charts. You can learn this all on your own too. Put in another 10 years. You'll get there. We all do. I mean, I didn't really get there until I got education. I got to a certain point and then I started giving up. Once I got mentorship, once I got some education under my belt, that's when this took off. So I'm trying to give you a little bit, and hopefully this will help you make money in the markets. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys on Monday. Okay, bye-bye.